may we use Go for embedded development? First of all, I need to tell you that I'm not an expert with embedding generally, so that's a different area. I have some basic fundamental knowledge about all of it, but I don't have any practical experience with it. So that's just my own thoughts about it, what I know about it, and why Go may not be the best, not the most suitable language for embedded development, especially for such things as a medical area, for example, where any unpredictability, any unpredicted delay may cost somebody's life or at least health, yes, and so on. That everything must be working without any issues. So, sure, Golang isn't performing the same way as Rust, C, C++, Zig, and so on. Not at all. But it has quite a good performance, actually, and comparing to most popular languages like Node.js, for example, yes, nowadays, or Python, it's faster and consumes less memory, and so on. It depends on the situation, but generally Go is considered to be faster than Java, but sure, in some situations Java may be faster, but anyway, Java itself consumes a lot of memory, and Go consumes much less memory than any of our mainstream languages like Node.js, for example, Python, Java, whatever. But sure, in the same time, it consumes more memory than C, C++, Zig, and so on. So that's the first problem, except performance, that may be an obstacle if you'd like to use Go in embedded. That in embedded, as far as I know, memory is crucial, and this is why generally, yes, memory, predictability, and this is why, yes, as far as I know, C is the most popular choice for embedded. But yes, sometimes you may also see C++ there, and so they don't exclude each other. But generally, Go is a default standard choice for embedded, as far as I know, because this language is the most predictable, more predictable than C++, and so on. So memory performance may not be enough, at least for some cases, for some scenarios, if you'd like to use Go as your language for embedded development. And one more problem, not the last actually. As far as I know, this is the biggest problem here in this area, especially in medical one. If you'd like to use Go there, Go has a garbage collector. Yes, like you can tell me, man, you can disable garbage collector in Go. Yes, yes, it's entirely possible, but have you ever seen this in your life? Do you think we ever need it at all? If we disable the garbage collector at all, what will be left of Go itself? Why do we need this at all? I think you will have more problems than advantages. And if you really need to use a language without garbage collector, I would rather look at C, C++ again, Zig, and so on. Because what's the problem with the garbage collector in Go? Like any garbage collector, sure, it makes your life much easier. You don't need to think about a lot of stuff generally, but in the same time, it deprives you of some performance and yes, consumes more memory compared to when you clean memory manually. Like we do it in C or with C++, we have that array, not sure I pronounce it correctly, array2, something like that, but you got what I mean. In Rust, mostly you don't need to do it manually, the compiler does it automatically for you by enforcing some strict rules. Yes, it's very famous notorious borrow checker and so on, which cleans everything for you. But in a nutshell, yes, in Go, in Rust, C, C++, Zik and so on, we clean memory automatically. With Go, the garbage collector does it for you, and we pay. We pay the price, we pay our memory, we pay with our memory, we pay with our performance. But the biggest problem here that the garbage collector in Go, like any garbage collector actually, doesn't matter what language you use, Java and so on, but anyway, the garbage collector introduces some latencies, yes, some delays, and the biggest problem there is that they are generally quite unpredictable. At least in Go, there are some ways how you manage your garbage collector, but indirectly. You can't tell it like, man, here you clean everything for me. No, you have no control over it, at least in Go, as far as I know. Please fix me, I may be mistaken, but generally you have no full control over your runtime, over your memory, and so on. In Java, it may be a little bit better because the garbage collector there is much more mature. Yes, a lot of efforts, money, and so on have been invested into it. But again, even in Java, you may have some unpredictable poses. And for embedded, it's quite crucial, especially, yes, in some areas like medical, probably, I don't know, military, and so on. And this is exactly what makes Go a completely unsuitable language. Maybe not completely, maybe it's too harsh word, but you got what I mean. Not a very suitable language for embedded, because it introduces anyway unpredictable poses, latencies, and so on. This is the biggest problem with it, as far as I know, as far as I understand. Like with any actually language with a garbage collector. This is why there are more suitable languages for embedded development, like C as a kind of standard with it. C++ is also quite spread. With Rust, I think anyway we already have some embedded development in Rust, some projects, and I assume that we may see them more in the future, because yes, Rust has its own problems, which make it maybe less suitable in some cases than C. Its binaries may be bigger, for example, runtime is bigger, and so on. But it also brings a lot of advantages, for example, safety generally, memory safety, and so on. If you don't use unsafe code or unsafe stuff and so on, generally that's a different topic. But if you just use Rust the way it is, it's really safe, and it really brings a lot of advantages. So yes, for embedded development, yes, generally you can use either C or C++, Rust. Zik is a very interesting option, but Zik is not stable, so I wouldn't use it in my project until it reaches at least the stable final version 1. or at least, because a lot of things are breaking every day, are being broken, yes, every day. A lot of things will be broken. You'll need to rewrite a lot. So yes, basically that's it. In a nutshell, the performance, the memory footprint, which is bigger than in some faster languages, and the biggest problem, the garbage collector, unpredictable poses, delays, and so on. So I hope it was interesting for you. You may have figured out something new, and so on. Bye.